Let's see what's going on for this Tuesday of December, whatever, 5th. This is the other fender that the customer had dropped off for his Falcon. And you remember I showed you this. Mike had done a beautiful job of putting that in there, and then this is all a new piece. So the other side, basically same thing. He's cut the section of that fender. And of course you can see it's, you know, this is going to need a whole new piece because it was rotten. He's cut the section out, and there we go. He's already got it spotted in. And of course this is your back half, which he'll cut. He won't cut it quite. He'll cut more off, but you don't cut it even with this, because then when you push it in, bang it in to join in here, you ain't got enough. So, you know, he's probably going to leave, I'm thinking he's leaving an inch there, so he's got room to bang her in there and get her where it's got to go. Excellent. So that's looking real good. Looking good, Ron. Come on, let's do the rest of the paint and body. Let's do the whole car. It's only money. It's Christmas time. Come on. I want a present. I want to buy myself something nice. Spend some money. Let's do the car. Fuck, it's worthy. Let's take it right off the frame. Big block, fender well headers. Why not? You've already radiused your wheel wells. Anyway, okay. The engine. I went and picked up the engine for the 57 Ford. There it is. Little 292. All rebuilt, new everything. Pistons, rings, cam, block has been bored out or honed out, whatever, and crank's been machined. Heads are completely all rebuilt, new water pump, all of it. All of it is done. It's all done. Ready to rock and roll. So that'll be going on some point this week too. Yeah, I don't know what day, but it'll be going on. So, now Sean's over here. He's working still on the Camaro. Somebody asked me, is that the Camaro that's been sitting around for 3 years in your yard? Yeah, it is. It's finally getting painted. Once it's painted, it's out. Out, out, out. That's a marvelous thing. I think the owner's happy. I hope the owner's happy. Fucking body's going to be straight as a dime. You don't get it any straighter than that. We'll take a look what Sean's done here.
What are you doing?
That's it, I see him getting the film.
Checking up on me again, eh?
Checking up. He's got it all masked. Got the heat going to warm it up in here. So it's the jams today. We'll paint all the jams. Going to paint around the windshield here. This is all covered with chrome, but we're thinking we may as well paint this now. That way when it comes time to paint the car, we can just mask that off. And if there's a slight difference between the look of that and the rest of the car, which there shouldn't be, but if there is, it won't matter because that's covered up with chrome. So he's painting all that up today. Gonna get her done. I know you see the hinges on. The hinges have already got painted behind, believe it or not. I don't know if you can see kind of the black in behind there where it didn't get... And we leave them on because we fit the car so many times. We put some painting behind the hinges. We fit the car so many times we don't want to pull the hinges again. Just we're worried about losing the fitment where they go. On the doors, not so bad, but I know everyone has their own way of doing it, but it's what we do. Another way we could have done it is we could have drilled a hole through the hinge and into the body, and then you just take a poker, and away you go. That's what we do. Trunk hinges, hood hinges, unless the, you know, not all the cars we do it with, but some that are giving us grief, we'll do that. And then it's got no choice but to line up. And he should have some, I don't know if he's painting the bolts today or not, but anyway. You know, oh yeah, there we go. And they paint these are door bolts and trunk bolts, I believe. Yeah, stuff like that. That's all getting painted. So away we go, rock and roll. We'll show you on the next video if it all painted up. Okay. Yeah. So that's about it right there to show you. Not much more. I worked on the gentleman's spoiler today. This is the rear spoiler. The bloody bolts were turned in way. These studs were turned in way too far. I had a hell of a time getting them out of there. I guess they're epoxied in or something factory. They wouldn't reach through the trunk lid. One was in the proper position. The other three weren't. So anyway, I tried to double nut it and back it out that way. It wouldn't go because there wasn't enough meat to almost double nut it. So I had to vice grip it, and then I had to re-tap it. Except one on the end broke, so that's why I've left it in the shop. I So that one broke, and I put a new one in, and I've epoxied it. Just letting the epoxy dry in the shop. Got it under the old heater right there, right? Whoops. So there we go. That's what's going on there. Kathy, you're probably looking here and saying, what about my truck, Rick? Well, I'm giving you time to save up lots of cash. You know, got to give you a bit of a break. I know Christmas is here. Got into this truck, and it's a good truck. I mean, she's going for that patina look, and I kind of gave her a rough idea of a quote, but I didn't realize when I got into it, which you don't realize, which she understood. You know, I saw a little bit of rust on the outside, and it was some holes in the floor there, and I said, well, we got to take care of that. And I should have known better, because I've done a few of these trucks that when you see that, they're just rotten all the way fucking through. And this thing was rotten all the way through, so it ended up taking a lot more sheet metal parts than I thought it was going to take. Like, I never suspected it was going to need the rockers. I didn't suspect it was going to need the door pockets. I thought it was going to just need some inner kick panels, you know, and a floor piece up in here, and that was it. But ended up it needed a lot more, so kind of threw the budget off a little bit. But that is why when I have customer cars here, I do payday every 2 weeks. I give you a rough idea what I think a car is going to cost. Usually my estimates do come in within 25%. And then what I do is every 2 weeks, I call you up on a Thursday night or email you, whatever. I send your bills over, email them on Thursday, and you come pay me Friday, and you get to see what's going on. So I never do take any money from anyone up front. You get to see what's going on and how it works. And when I run into issues like this, then the customer can kind of see it and understand it and realize that, hey, there was hidden issues, and obviously the budget's going to be a little bit higher than we thought. And very seldom any customers get mad. You always get that 2% out of 100% that just don't get it and say, well, you gave me a quote and that's the way it should be. And you know, it's not the way it should be. You can't, I'm not magic. I can't see through things, right? You know, so it's like, you know, my engine's making a noise. What do you think it is? I don't know. There's a million things in your engine that move. How do I know what it is? I can give you an idea what I think it is. I don't know what it is. But anyway, besides that, Kathy, your truck's coming along good. Don't worry about it. We got it covered. We got it covered. And plus, Ron said he was going to spend lots of money and restore his Falcon here, and so I'd have money for a Christmas present. Isn't that right, Ron? Anyway, so, hey, it's December. No snow here yet. Don't want it. Don't like it. Fuck off. Don't need it. Anyway, that's it. It's always a good time and old time. We'll catch you next time.